and to see our nation turn back to God, biblical truth, and souls won for Jesus Christ. May God's richest blessings be with you and your family.
And welcome back to Live Prayer. I'm Bill Keller. Hey, I just want to say, before we get into today's topic, just a big thank you for your love, your prayers, the incredibly wonderful emails so many of you have sent thanking me for this program. It really means a lot to me. And you can stand with me as we take this message of hope and God's truth to the greater Fort Myers, Naples area, soon to be syndicated around the country. One way, an easy way to give, is our Gold for Souls program. I know many people are struggling financially, but most people have some old jewelry, some old gold, diamonds, different precious items that's just laying in a box collecting dust. Put those items to work for the kingdom. Your donation will not only make a huge impact in the eternal souls of men, but you'll get a tax-deductible donation receipt for the full fair market value of those items. If you send $1,000 worth of jewelry to one of these scam outfits, you might get $50 or $100 back. We will take those items, liquidate them, put them to work for the kingdom, and you get the benefit of the full $1,000 retail value of those items. So it's a win-win for everybody. Now, if you want to give in a more traditional way, you can go to our website, liveprayer.com, click on the donation link. There you can give via major credit card or PayPal if you like to give online through the PayPal system. Or if you just want to send us a check, you can mail that to our headquarters in St. Petersburg, Florida. That address is on the screen right now. And let me just say this. Thank you for helping me, standing with me. It's your love, your prayers, your support that keeps me here day after day, bringing this unique program into this area. Now, let's talk about evolution and creationism. I've debated many people on this topic over the years. Many times on my TV program, I've debated people on this issue. Let me tell you how it breaks down. It really breaks down in two ways. To believe in evolution, you have to believe in an unprovable theory. You have to ultimately believe that we evolved from some sort of a primate. Of course, that primate evolved from some other form. Ultimately, you can take it all the way back down to a single drop of pond scum. Now, you still are left with the question, where did that single drop of pond scum come from? Now, many espouse what's called the Big Bang Theory. Okay, let's talk about the Big Bang Theory. Who caused the Big Bang? If indeed that's how the heavens and earth and universe and you and I came to exist, through a Big Bang. Who caused the Big Bang? Now, some people have tried to get cute by half and say, well, it was God. There is a God, but basically he put things in motion and he went to take a walk and eat a sandwich and feed the ducks. In other words, he just kind of got things going and he's no longer around. Well, that's an interesting way of trying to dovetail the two, but here's where you have a problem. Creationism, biblical creationism, is found in Genesis chapter 1 through the first verse of chapter 2. A little homework assignment for you today. It'll take you about 4.5 minutes if you're an average reader, 7 minutes if you're really slow. Take your Bible, go to Genesis 1:1 and read the entire first chapter through the first verse of chapter 2. There you have, my friend, how the heavens and earth and all within, including you and me, came to exist. God gave us the exact way He did it in the Bible. Now, what this ultimately means is you either have to put your faith in an unprovable scientific theory that still begs the question, who made it all start in the beginning? I mean, you take the most complex living thing, which is a human being, and take us all the way back to a single cell. You still are left with the question, where did that single cell come from? So your choice is literally between an unprovable scientific theory, and I'm going to get into some more problems with that theory in just a minute, or you believe what God said in the Bible. And if you do believe God, it all makes sense. If you don't believe God, none of it makes sense. Let me tell you why. If in fact it was not God, then you, my friend, are nothing but a genetic accident. There is no rhyme or reason to your life. There is no purpose to your life. There is no meaning to your life because you were nothing more than a genetic accident. And it also means when you die, you will simply go back to the dust of the earth. In other words, there is nothing beyond this existence, and this existence truly has no purpose or meaning because after all, you weren't created with purpose or meaning. You were simply created through a genetic accident. Now, I don't know about you, but I simply can't sit here and buy that for a second. However, if you believe what God said in the Bible, then you not only have meaning, you not only have purpose, but you also have the promise of an eternity with that Creator. You see, God created man to live forever, but our sin broke that perfection. But through faith in Jesus Christ, God has made a way for man to one day come back and be in fellowship and union with God as Creator. You have to believe in basically an unprovable theory that makes your existence meaningless if you want to believe in evolution. However, if you choose to believe God, you are not only of infinite value and worth, but you have meaning, you have purpose, and you have the promise of an eternity with your Creator. So the choice is yours. But sadly, in our schools the last 40 years, they only teach this unprovable theory, when in fact, the answer to how everything came to be is right in the Bible. And let me just ask you this. When you wake up in the morning and look in that sky, when you go outside and look at the beauty of nature, when you look in the mirror and look at yourself, that reflection in the mirror, there can only be one explanation for all of it. And God told us exactly how it happened in the Bible. It was God. Now we've got another commercial break coming up. When I come back, I've got my favorite segment of each program. That's the ministry segment, when I get to pray for you and believe God for your needs. So sit back, watch this important message, and I'm going to be right back to pray for you and your needs. God bless.
Now you can be part of this great movement to turn this nation back to God and biblical truth. One way you can help is by donating your old gold and jewelry to goldforsouls.com. Goldforsouls.com was set up to make it easy for people like you to give to support this great effort. It works much like the other popular sites where you can send in your old gold and jewelry, except instead of getting a check back for a fraction of the value of the items you send in, we will send you a donation receipt for the fair market value of your jewelry. For example, if you send one of these many popular companies $100 worth of jewelry, you'll get back a check for around $10. By donating your valuables to goldforsouls.com, we will send you a donation receipt that you can write off your taxes for the full $100. What you donate to goldforsouls.com will not only get you a tax-deductible donation receipt for the fair market value of your gold and jewelry, but it will pay you eternal dividends, since the funds will be used to help lead this nation back to God and biblical truth and the souls of men to faith in Jesus Christ. To take your stand for Christ and help lead this nation back to God and His truth, please go to www.goldforsouls.com. That's GOLDFORSOULS. www.goldforsouls.com, and follow the easy instructions. Or you can call 1-877-654-1141 and request your Gold for Souls shipping pack to use your old gold and jewelry to save souls and help lead our nation back to God and biblical truth. Again, please go to www.goldforsouls.com and follow the easy instructions, or you can call toll-free 1-877-654-1141 and request your Gold for Souls shipping pack. Our nation is in spiritual freefall. God's